Rock Tongue Body Spray. Reach for it.
Available at all fine Sinclair superstores.
Propaganda, propaganda, it's a time for propaganda. Time to grab your brews and your commons. Propaganda, propaganda, open up your best ideas. Time to watch Deluxe brew a deck for you.
Quell your ego, and anywhere can be as calm as a hurricane's eye. Welcome to Propaganda, one of our favorite lists. I know it's one of them Chimpskeys. About every 14 months I dust this thing off and take a spin with it. Made a few slight changes. We've got one more land than regular, 19. We've got one basic forest, 4 islands, 5 mountains. And then we've got a full slew of the bridges of Slagwoods and Silverbluff Persuasion, and 1 Tanglepool. Why are we doing this? Well, we're cheapening stuff, getting this for 1 that gets you 2, discarding lots of stuff, all in the sake of playing this guy to make lots of little tokens, and this guy to do stuff with those tokens and eventually win. We've got 2 Dispel main, 3 looting, and 1 the Feral Stormshriek, which is kind of a nice little alternate win condition in very rare situations, but kind of liked having 4 looting effects here because we do get a lot of lands because we're running the Cleansing Wildfire package. Manamorphose, 4 Goblin Electromancers, and all 4 weather the storm, so we can usually stay alive long enough to do the thing. 3 Sprout Swarm. We've got all 8 of the Impulse and Resolve style things, all 4 of these. 2 Arcane Denial. Had 3 for a while, switched it. The deck list that we'll have that Chimpskey just posted there. So 2 cards off. I cut a Dispel and I believe a Fire and an Ice. I had 62 when I sent it, and sometimes I wish there was like it would highlight yellow or so, or like this green or something when you mess up like that, because throughout brewing. Got 2 Fire and Ice and all 4 of these guys. Because we have 4 Weather the Storm main, I completely cut Hydroblast and just went with Pyroblast for counter spells and stuff, because we only have 2 Dispel and Arcane Denials. 3 Cast into the Fire. This used to be Deglamour, but a lot of artifact tricks you can do early on, and exiling a land is pretty sweet. We've got 3 Breath Weapon, 2 Guttersnipe. I put this in the sideboard. I tried to fit this main for the longest time, and it just gets killed too often. So I like, bringing this in against green decks or stuff that isn't black and red with a ton of removal. And then 3 Crypts here. So we'll see how we do. The last time we played this, we 5-0'd, and it was all really competitive decks. But I'm not promising that today. I even put that we're on Propaganda now, so we'll do this, this, and this, and we'll hope for a good stream, y'all. Woo! Hey, this is a good start. Grogberg's here. All right, let's see. We want to play first. Yes, we want to kill this. We've got a pretty heavy land hand, but we'll keep it. Don't really have a way to wildfire out of this, but we've got quite a bit of draw going on here. Yeah, sometimes I go with a 61 card list on purpose, but it wasn't the case today, so thank you for catching that, Mindstab. Ooh. All right. Here we are. Manamorphose. Not sure where I want to be with this hand. You know what? I'm just going to loot real quick, see if we can get through with this. I like the land. We've already got green access, but I do like to have extra in that scenario. I think I'll get rid of, you know what? I'm actually going to get rid of Arcane Denial. And this bridge. Let's go play the other bridge. Pass the turn. Got a natural green. Not sure if I'm doing things right. I've only played this probably a dozen times with the little fixes that I put in, so we'll see. Oh, cool. He's playing the... He played this the other day against me. It was really cool. I don't know if it was allies. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. It's nice when you get the wildfire opener, but we had a good amount of lands there, and I'm just going to do the thing. Dies, create a ally creature, and that is an ally. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to keep this back. We'll bring out the bridge, get our green online, just chill out here. Yeah, this deck looks silly, but it can get overwhelming really quick. And this is the new version. I'm imagining they made some changes to it, right? I guess we'll fire here. Actually, I'm going to play a Manamorphose just to get into some cards so I can maybe find a bridge here, get kind of accelerating here. We'll go red, green. All right. And then we'll just cast fire. Oh, Memphis Round revealed. Okay, so we'll wear it for this hand. Let me. I haven't worn the blonde one in a while. It's a pretty cold morning, so I won't mind playing this for a day. There you go. Memphis Round, thank you for that. Redeemed wild growth, so my hair suddenly grows back, right? All right, let's do fire. We'll do you and you. There we go, done. He's probably got some sort of Village Rites effect. Fire and ice, don't see it too much. Nice flexible little card there. Again, I do this for one round now, not the whole game, because it gets too itchy. But the first one, here we go. Hey, I don't know if I've seen this one. I have not. Nice. All right, Village Rite showing up. Hopefully that cost a little bit of tempo. We get in 1 damage. Serious damage. Could have held back a Dispel. That would have been fun, huh? Create a clue token. More allies. All these allies. California Surfer look. Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, I want to keep that open. Don't really care too much about that. I think I'm just going to get things right here. And go like this. Don't know if it's going to be worth blocking these allies. Really clunky start. I kind of had to keep it though. I mean, we had like 3 lands and some accelerants, so it didn't feel out of the question. Bazooka Bog. Ooh, we don't like that. Looting's in our yard. Oh well. Oh, I love this guy. I've brewed with him quite a bit, actually. All right, letting this go. Clunky lands, ahoy. Let's go. Well, let's go red for this. Just gonna try to go find parts of our deck that are hiding from us here. Go red green. It's really nice is when you get the reducer out and you can do this and actually generate 1 mana instead of the 2. So okay, well I like this. We'll bring this out. Keep open a Dispel math. Just had to force our deck to just wake up here. This is really frustrating. All right, we've got removal ready for removal. Removing the removal. This is my favorite artwork from Chase Stone. That looks pretty cool. It's like the spell hit you and that's your friend. And you're looking up at them while they win the battle for you. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Alrighty, let's kill an ally while we can. Do I want to stop this? I think I'll chill out. Kind of putting all our eggs in one basket with this Mystic. So if they've got a cast down, I'd rather counter that than a draw 2 spell. We're still at an okay life total. We still haven't drawn a Weather the Storm, which is really going to put us out of range, I would imagine. Might have some sort of 1 mana removal spell too, given the sacrificial nature of the list. Exactly, like Chimpskey pointed out. Okay, in retrospect, I could have countered. Okay, let me play a Wrenn's Resolve here. So make some birdies. This is without the acceleration of the wildfire showing up here. Oh boy, if I could get double of those guys, that would be pretty awesome. Cast till the end of my next turn. All right. We'll go like this. 1, 2, 3. No. No, 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 no. All right, I'm just going to play this to play it. We'll do this. Blop. Make some more birdies. Get some life back. Sometimes you just got to use it. Gets us back into health land. Hopefully we'll get double dude down and have some flying tokens galore. I don't think 1 damage is worth it. I'll sit back on this Dispel and hope for the best. Man, these Wrenn's Resolve style lists and Reckless, what is it, Impulse, they were just everywhere. And then red decks took the the more damage spell of like grab the prize and stuff. So a reminder, I'll be at Finch and Sparrow on Monday night the 12th, coming right up. Meeting a lot of SoCal folks. Playing on a little tourney, seeing what's going to go on. All right. Hey, wow, Chimpskey's on it. Woo, thank you, sir. Wow, I am impressed. I didn't send any of that to him. Usually I'm a little bit more prepared, but very late night, mostly brewing with this. We'll let this go through. Opponent's all tapped out. Got kind of a free card here. Oh, that's a good plan there, Chimpskey. I love efficiency. Had a good time at Pauper Classic Tuesdays. Good turnout there. We'll go blue. Let's keep our blue open. Get this bad boy out. Whambo. Now I can do the thing. I guess I'll fly over for 2 here. Start doing some serious damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. That might have been a mistake. Should have kept 1 bird back so I could convoke that with Dispel backup. That text sheet you talk about in Chimpskey, I do the same thing with all my job applications and stuff. I have just a text file of like all the common things that is just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Whether it's my reel or the most frustrating thing about applying for so many jobs all the time for it seems like years now is they ask you to upload the resume and then they pretty much ask you to fill out your resume. It's like, what are you doing? It drives me nuts. There you go. When this creature dies, alrighty, I'm gonna let this through. Nice. Let's we've got 2 now. I'm gonna put a stop to these shenanigans here, just to the drawing 2 here. We'll get 2 creatures out of the deal. And this way we can flashback Sprout Swarm. If this goes down. It's wicked now. But then it asks you to pretty much fill out all your resume. It's like, where'd you work? Where'd you go to school? It's like, why did I attach my resume if I have to go through all this? Gonna get 2 creatures. Not too concerned about the Mystic now that we've got 2 and a little air army online. We don't care about our graveyard right now. That's fine. Double Bog. Interesting. Yeah, I love Notepad too. Yeah, super basic. As basic as it gets. Damn it. We've only got tokens, so we're going to have to lose something that matters. But before we do, let's buy this back. We'll say this, 1, 2, and 3. We'll make a little green creature. And I think we'll leave it at that. That's frustrating. Just in case there's a bug. Can I do this? Nope. Oh, it is. Cool. Glad I clicked it. Bird Illusion. But it said token creature. Oh, I was thinking of the Marauder. Okay. I'm glad I did that. I had Marauder on the mind, and I was about to click on my Mystic. Thank you, guys. You can tell I didn't get much sleep. Hey, nice and late to the party. Look at this. All right. We'll do the thing. Boop. You can always take out your opponent's land, too. That's always fun. We'll go get a... Do I want to use the ability? Yes, I do, please. I guess we'll get a mountain. Hey, now we got stuff we don't really need. Let's loot. Well, let's not. Let's chill out and attack. 2. Yeah, he can block some of them, but whatever. We'll do that. Get him for 5. Good little ratio here. If we get another land, we'll just drop it. We've got the Swarm online. Should be able to close it out from here, unless they've got some trick, which we always know Grogberg has. Bird Illusion Air Force. Yes, we can come up with a better name than Birdstorm. I'm always up for cool names. Quite a bit of blue shenanigans going on. Probably bring in some Pyroblasts. Bird Force 1. Maybe run an Essence Warden. We got plenty in the Weather the Storm. I'm still surprised that's cards allowed. Do this here. Making a bird token and the other token. We'll go boom, boom, boom. Buy it back. Paying for stuff. Pay for 1. Here we go, making 2 creatures. 2 for the price of 1. Can I do this again? Is this 4 net? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. It's a slow storm, I should say. Off we go with Wildfire, making more birds. All right. Yep, that felt pretty. That's the allies. W. Saw some graveyard stuff. Didn't see too much removal. I think Guttersnipe might be a really good call here. I'm not too concerned with these guys. Whether the Storm, we could probably lose one of these. Again, we didn't see too much removal. I'm thinking I'd rather be able to counter stuff, and I would consider this too, but I think maybe 2 of these. I'll keep 1 Fire Ice just for the fun of it. Grogberg with that terrifying avatar. Hey, there's an early Guttersnipe. We like to see that. Keep. So a little removal there, so I think they probably lost Tithing Blade. Maybe he's got access to a Snuff Out. Yeah, Arms of Hadar is pretty scary. The good news about this list is that it doesn't punish you for kind of going all in. I mean, you get a little punish, but you just redo it. You just start, because you've got the Sapperling token generator in your hand, and then you got these 1, 4, or 5 bodies out there, and they live through it, and you just rebuild your army. It's pretty cool. So says I. I'm just going to get everything right. I'm going to wait on that loot. I like to really maximize Guttersnipe here. Really like to have a little token out in case they didn't lose Tithing Blade, but I'm pretty sure they did. Let's counter that. I said you cast this one, please. The only one that's out there. Whack. That could put us on a way too fast of a clock there. Off we go. All right, there's another one showing up. That's cool. All right, let's see if this guy lives. If he does, he might just win on his own. Very tempting to try to brew this main. I've tried for 3 years. Always come back to just either leaving it alone or putting it in the sideboard. Yeah, I was thinking about getting a little bit of a graveyard removal engine, bringing in the crypts, but for just a couple of unearths, I don't know, seems like overboarding. Come on, let me untap. Let me untap. This is going to be great. It's going to be tremendous. Don't get me started in the Trump voice. All right, let's go all out with this. We'll go here. I guess for now, I'll just call red, red. Just really trying to maximize this dude here. Let's go. Red, red. All right. Should probably keep the other one down. Oh, impulse here. Do that. Alrighty. Do that next turn. Since I can attack this turn, I'm going to just blow this guy up here. Hopefully it works. I figure if they had removal, they wouldn't be letting me get all these free Guttersnipe shots in here. I'm going to do that. We'll play our forest next turn. I don't know where blue's hiding, but uh-oh, that's not good. It's big. It's back. I played a land, right? All right. Oh, cancel that. Gonna get a bunch of junk out of the deal. Let's do another damage. We can always toss stuff. All right. We might need one or both of these. This gets me to, I guess I'll get rid of Weather the Storm and Impulse. Let's attack. Alright, he did 10 damage. Not too bad, Mr. Guttersnipe. With his listening stick or whatever they call that. Hey, look at this, a 3-3 to a 3-3. So what? This thing's always confusing me. Or it's put in the graveyard. Each opponent loses a life. Alright. And that hurts a little bit. We lose a looting. Yeah, getting pretty excited for Lorwyn. I like all those double mana costs, triple mana costs, etc. We take 4. All right, we'll play this. Discard a card. Yeah, flush out. Let's play that. We'll go like this. Discard. Card. This one. Oops. I'm discarding a card, right? Then I play flush out. Right. This is my main spell. I wonder why this isn't working. It's the stack. Oh, no response then. It was like in 2 places at once here. All right. Okay, I like that. We can bring out Electromancer. Thanks to our Manamorphose. All of our mana is hiding from us. I'm glad I didn't play the other one. No response. We'll say blue, red. Yeah. Blue, red. Play the guy. Do the thing. We'll go impulse here for 1. What a deal, huh? Hey, we got a looting and another guy. All right. I think we'll just sit back here. Clunky hands. Haven't really had a, what do you call it? Cleansing Wildfire, just kaboom hand. It's usually the way the deck goes, about 3 out of 10 games. We'll see it, hopefully. And he is hanging out where? Taking some serious damage. Be nice if might not be able to survive. We'll see if they can gain life here. Knowing Grogburg, they've got away. Oh, did Grogburg jump out? All right. Just seemed a little abrupt there. We'll play again here. Huzzah! Now I can have my head breathe. Woo! Oh, I didn't really switch. It just kind of, that's the hand I was dealt and I went with it. But I was curious if you had snuff out access or what. I was sitting back on a Dispel most of the games. Yeah, the original creator of this list is Mr. Spicy. I haven't heard from them in forever, but I always like to give him credit if I can remember. We'll keep this hand, sure. Bum, bum, bum. Birdstorm. Ooh. Don't think this list would be even playable without access to Weather the Storm. It just takes too long to set up, and it's surprisingly durable though with access to 4 Weather the Storms. That's just brutal. I think this is some sort of Fae variant. Well, because of this, I'm going to just drop an island pass. We can always tap their Fjord at the EOT, or if it's a Fae, we can fire something. The old standoff, right? Nice to have access to Dispel too. What is this new devilry? Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. Do all kinds of cool stuff. Okay. I guessed wrong. Mr. Spicy. Thank you for staying on that, Chimpskey, and for rock on my step throw for finding the issue. 62 card deck. I got it to 60. Off we go. Nothing really tap here. Sure, definitely some counter spells in our future. Weather the Storm. Whether or not. Woo! Want to get our mana right. I'm going to chance it here. I'm just going to do this main in case we find another land we want to play. Stormshriek Feral showing up. All right. Play that land next turn. I'll just play this out. We'll chill out. Been super cold out here. My morning walks. Oh my gosh, I was really frigid the other morning. Came home and we only used the heater in the house like 3 days a year, and that was one of the days. It was pretty crazy. I know, for LA cold, right? So can I do flush out? We'll do it like this. Waiting for things to happen. Discard a card. I think I'll lose Fire Ice. So we draw those two. Alrighty. I'll play this up. Did I already play land? I guess I did. Interesting. I think I'm just going to pass here. Oh, well. That's really strange. I didn't know I had played a land already. Got one out. I don't want to walk right into a counter spell. Well, chance. Let's go with this. Boop. Reckless. It's got to lose, discard something anyway, so alright, eat a counter. Whoa, Ghetto Mastav TV. Very, very scary weather there. Yeah, it's nothing like that. It's just when you're used to 75 and usually sunny or foggy all the time. When you have any sort of big dip, your body just gets so used to it. Grew up in the Lake Tahoe area, and my blood still runs pretty hot. But even I was like, okay, time to put on some socks and slippers. Not sure what we're up against. Don't know if this is big blue or just some control variant. Yep, I think the very first version of this build had 2 Geomancer's gambits in it. Still might be the better call over like the Fire Ice or whatever for just mega consistency and blowing up that land drops. All right. Let's see what we can see. I'll just loot here. A stack. Don't think I'm going to need Weather the Storm anytime soon. I'll get rid of one of those. And the mountain. Sure. We'll do that. I'm going to attempt to Reckless Impulse here. We'll try to defend it with counter magic. All right. Oh, we'll do this. Oh, we got rid of the land. All right. Well, we'll Wildfire next turn. Sit back on this, and this is just kind of like who's going to show their hand or their intention. I'm sure he's not sure what we're playing, and vice versa. With the Fjords, though, pretty sure this is going to be a lot of zap removal, probably Scred, Lightning Bolt. So not one I'd really be a fan of bringing in Guttersnipe for. Is this the... Oh, okay. That's scary. That's what he's on. Interesting. All right, maybe we do need Weather the Storm, huh? Let's go... I'm just going to go crazy on these guys. Actually, cancel that. Let's do this to here first. We'll go get a Forest. Yes, I want to use the ability. Forest. There's Weather the Storm. Just in time. We'll go red, red. Wish I could be making creatures with this, but we'll say red and green. We'll go red and green. All right, do it again. Red and green. Hey, we can impulse too. That would be interesting. Let's bring out a land. Yeah, cool. Let's impulse here. Keeping green up very carefully. Oh boy, that's fascinating. I guess we'll wait on those though. And we'll just cast the storm here. Bam. Staying alive. Yield to all. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Pretty fast clock though, even with all that life gain. Considered Campfire because this can really churn through the deck pretty fast, and if you go up against a mill. It's by no means complete. I just like to dust it off every once in a while, see what new cards might make the shake, like this Stormshrieker. Pretty cool. Again, whenever you see Serpentine Curve, do not bring in graveyard removal. It does not work. Pretty resilient. I'm actually surprised this doesn't see more play. When I first saw that little caveat of like, oh, it doesn't matter if you get rid of it. It's like, whoa, I bet a fling is in our future. Yeah, I think the coldest I've ever been in Lake Tahoe was about -17. Elevation's what the weather's all about there. It doesn't usually get too much below freezing. I mean, a little bit, but nothing like hardcore. All right, well, at least we got a big time blocker in our Sprout Swarm here. All right, let me play the Electromancer first off. Bam, boom. I think I want to try to do this now. That's with buyback. I'll do this, please. And then 1, 2, 3. Sure. That way we can stop that 8 damage from coming over. I guess we go get an island here. Go red, red. Do this, targeting this. Yes. But just coming to play tap, so that sucks. So we're gonna need we'll play another bridge. Do a little dance, do the thing, cast this up. Alrighty, we don't need many more lands, do we? We'll get rid of these 2. Here we go. A lot of fun football this weekend. My Niners weren't able to do it. They got completely neutered by the Seahawks. Seemed like they had their playbook. They were like one of the most overpowered offenses this year, and then they just completely got just like they had their playbook. It was crazy. That sucks a little bit. Galvanic Discharge. All right, so we can put them on about 12 pieces of removal. I'm sure they've got Scred too. In comes this. Really like to see our Birdman show up. Should be being a better steward of the graveyard there, but whatever. Yeah, we definitely seem like the Empire, and Empire Strikes Back lately, that's for sure. End a few wars, start another one. Just drives me nuts. We're not going to live too long at this rate. 2, 3, 4, 5. I would like to flush out. We'll do this. Discarding this. Drawing some cards. Okay. Well, they're tapped out conveniently again, so I'm going to do this to here. Try to keep a blue up. Let's go red-green on this. There we go. Yes, finally. Jeez, I can finally do something with this mana. I still got green access, so I'll bring him out. Change of plans. What do they have? Foil? My favorite paddle was on sale for half off, so I got 4 identical pickleball paddles now. About a 6-month window on those for me. Got to feel the grit on it and see if it's worthy of keeping. All right, let's totally turned into a different style playbook, but we're going to do this. We've got blockers. We've got life back. Fire Ice be really good against these tokens when they get massive. 8/8's a nothing compared to what they usually grow into. All right, next turn we'll start doing some stuff. We got nice Dispel backup. Yeah, it's super cheap when the Electromancer's out. But can't have it all, I guess. All right, do not get on the yield button. We're all about blocking here. I know there's... Oh, I don't like that. Let's stop that and make a birdie. Get. At least we got 2 problem childs here. Counters on your turn. That's fine with me. Still got another Dispel, so might get a free birdie out of the deal. It's got a scred for it, probably. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, all right. Well, it's better than our face. Augur. Augur of Lies. Got a big poker night planned tonight. One of our pickleball friends is having a little birthday party. He always does a big poker game, so I think it's like a $25 buy-in or something small like that, so it should be a lot of fun. We'll keep our life total healthy. Thank you very much. Wow. Well, there's a thing called Faithless Looting for a reason. We don't need all of these. Let's do this here. All right, I'll get rid of... I don't want to get rid of 2 of them, so I'll get rid of this and this. I'm going to play Reckless Impulse. There's my friend. Of course, I don't have any way of protecting it, but I can wait till next turn. So I think I'm going to do that. We'll go like this and blow up this. Oops. Silly. So many things to click on. Booyah. Got plenty of blue. Got just about everything, right? Yep. I'll do that. We'll grab Mountain. Hey, look who showed up. Can't really do much with him, though. I think we just sit back and wait. 25 cards to R18. Surprising. I'll be casting Mystic next turn. And Electromancer. And a lot of things. Doom the narrative. This focus is gone. Pieces. Tune the narrative. It's in hand. All right. We'll block here. And Serpentine Curve. You can see in chat. Yeah, I know. I should have that window open. Our guy's dead. Here we go. All right. Let's get out our lady. Boop. I'm going to call it a lady. Looks like a guy. A lot of stuff going down. Let's go blue and red. For this dude. Yeah. Tune the narrative. All right. Got a nice Weather the Storm coming up here. Let's see how much this is going to cost if we do this and this. Can we do both? Yes, we can. We'll go here and here. Create a bunch of creatures. And storm counts at 6. I kind of like that. We'll bust this off, get our life back up. Nice and fat. Always yield. White bordered planeswalker foil. That'd make me leave the game. Yeah, it sounds about right. I love these quotes. Resetting some life. Wish I had campfire for the second ability there. My goodness. Better watch my clock. No blocks for you. There's one piece of the puzzle. One, two. Only got one more mystic. Oh, that's brutal. Bye-bye, everybody. Figured that was coming pretty soon. They know I've got a Sprout Swarm in hand. Kind of want to keep the 2. Well, that's fun. I can just tap that in response, right? I don't think I want to loot here. I'll just pass. I'll try to tap it on upkeep, see if that works. Boop, boop, boop. Ice. Yusa. Really after the draw card effect here. Counters on your turn. This is another Serpentine. This one will be atrociously huge. No. Cool. I'm just going to do this. No. Buyback. Do I take the damage? That's 8. I'm going to block. Might be able to run this guy out of cards. Be careful not to draw too many here. Alright, that's the signal I need. We'll do a Faithless Looting here. Alright, we'll get rid of... this is actually pretty interesting at about this stage, isn't it? We'll get rid of this and this. That's kind of chancy. Alright, let's buy this back while we've got an opening here. No intentions of blocking with that. Well, let's keep our options open here. Bring this dude in. Off we go. You can always arcane one of your Weather the Storm moves. It's kind of a nice little use of it if you don't want to give the opponent. But at 12 cards, I don't know, might be worth it here. I think I'm going to let them draw that. I don't know where the other fractal tokens are going. They're at 41 though, so it feels pretty good. Zamakir, yeah. Electromancer and Anarchist. Or the, what's that? There's a 2/1 in red that is pretty solid. Gets a sorcery or instant back from your graveyard. More of a blank strategy. We've kind of turned into a mill list here. We've got 13 cards. I've got 8. We're just making all kinds of little creatures show up. I'm going to keep blocking this until a bigger fractal shows up. Not getting through augurs here. We're only at 40, so a couple swings with this, and it's an honest game of Magic. Here we go. I think we've run them out of removal. Let's go 1, 2, 3 for another looting here. Pay 1. Then I did. Oh, cool. That's right. We get that at reduced cost too. Awesome. We don't need this, and we really don't need this at this stage. All right. Let me bring out this dude. We'll go like this. All right. Cool. That works. How much is this if I buy it back with these guys? 1, 2, just these. All right, we can do that. I'll sit back on our denial and make 2 tokens out of the deal. And maybe more. Yeah, we'll say no to that. Oh, we only need to do this, right? No to snap, sir. I'll get another token. Buying it back. 10 cards to 8. Woo. Time to relocate. Denied. that should be a counter spell. Denied. Yield to all. Draw your cards. Main reason I go a little heavy on the looting effects is scenarios like this. Yikes. 31-31. Ah, look at that. He's going to fling it at us, I bet. Maybe he's got a double fling after all these cards they've drawn. I haven't seen any revealed, though, but I haven't been paying too close of attention. Somebody's going to win in the next minute. Who's it going to be? We will block, for sure. I'm going to favor my Sapperling token for the green Convoke buyback ability. Not too many threats here. They have some sort of evasion. We're like really screwed here. Okay, I'll cast this for 1. I'll make a creature out of the deal. Unless they're ready for counters. Okay. Alrighty, another Mystic shows up. That's pretty cool. 3, 4. I will cast it. It's getting countered, I guess. Let's see what happens here. Mystic on the stack. Whole lot of birdies. This is like me feeding my crows all the peanuts every morning. Lose it. Replicating. No response. You can counter it. Nope. Alright. Don't I have another... I thought my graveyard had another Delio in it. Is our dragon showing up anytime soon? Alright, we'll play that since it gets us everything. And we'll get these going here. Let's do this, and this, and this, and this. Making some stuff. Since we've got an opening here. We're probably going to lose on time, guys, but... Buying it back. This, and this, and this, and this. We might just be dead here. I'm going to kind of keep some blockers up. I don't want to be blocking with anybody really good. Watch, we have to block with the Mystic on purpose, right? Buy back this. We'll tap you, and you, and you, and this. And we'll act like we have counter magic. We don't. We should have enough blocking bodies here. Holy cow. Oh, I should have attacked. 1 damage. He's probably got another wildfire effect here. We'll have to block with the Mystic to just stay alive. 3 cards. He's seen everything in his deck. Come on, sacrifice your landscape. Thank you for the hype there, Jaredgel. Make them suffer. The hype machine is real. Everybody's doing the hype. Thank you, guys. Okay. There's 1 bird down. That's good. That means they don't have a sweeper. Maybe they don't need one. Maybe they could just snap the Mystic and bolt both tokens there. I can always make a Sprout Swarm in response. Oh boy, that's bad news. That's really bad news. Yeah, that just kills us. Well done. Smack. But we got flyers. I have a joke about carpentry for your next stream. He's still building it up. Nice. Well, you get around it because we flew over all the dust. Caw! Birdie saving my life. Thank you, Birdie. Whoa, added a finger to it, eh? Pretty nice. I don't even know how you do that. Modifying the emotes. Good times. Flinging. We're dead. Nice win. L. This is a fractal. Oh, all right. Well, I wasn't too eager to go again there. Even didn't I say no quitters on my thing? Let me see. No quitters, please. Yeah. Oh well. I guess reading isn't really a prerequisite for Magic, is it? Ugh. So I'm not going to count that as a win. I think we would have lost that one on time, so I'll just put a Q next to it for quit. Doing all right on the caffeinated here. Caffeinated persuasion. My background might look a bit different just because I'm looking all right. I was wondering because my wife's been working in the office now to save money. She used to have an office and kind of consolidated the edit room here. And so she's got her stuff where she likes it. And she took down these curtains that were blackout curtains I had before. So a little bit extra light coming in here. So my head might blind a few of you. Here we go. Say yes to this. Kobold Hero. I like this guy. Keep. This is a really... Any hand with a couple of lands and a bridge with the wildfire is pretty fun to start off with. It's like that whole... Remember when you race as kids and you're like... You take 3 steps and you're like, go! And you get that head start. It's kind of what it feels like. Blinding Mage. I've won many a drafts with that card. Well, keep them confused. We don't have to show the that side of things until we need to. We'll grab a mountain here. Cleansing Wildfire. You get a mountain, we get a mountain. Yes, I want to use the ability. How many people say no to that, right? Does that count as a thing? Okay. 3-1. We already put it out. Just a good habit. Click on your lands just in case. Hey, there's a dude. That'll kind of hurt our tokens, but our little birdie should be fine. Not quite sure what our opponent's doing here. Let's just hope that they do a lot of stuff so we can use up one of these Weather the Storms. And we might even be able to counter it and then draw like a lot of cards. The other day I was holding down control with a Clarkan effect and it didn't work. It cost me the game too. I was mildly upset. Do I want them to have air power? I'll let this through. We'll lose a Weather the Storm. That bodes poorly, right? So we'll get a little bit more life out of the deal. We'll go here, build up Weather the Storm a little bit more here. 1 and 1. Green and red. Cool. Cast Weather the Storm here. Yield to all. And I'll cast this on here. Countering one of them. Yield to all. Okay. Yield to all. Draw on a card. Yes. We'll draw both of them, please. Thank you. There we go. And we're ready, I believe. These are murderous colors. Let's get out an Electromancer straight away. That way we can resolve here. Boop. For this. Hey, we got a Dispel. That's aptly timed, isn't it? How much is this with the buyback here? It's one more than I need. Alright, cancel that. Alright, have I played a land? Have. I'll wait on the storm there. Let's chill. Double checking. Come on, let me play it. Does he want to play around? I just let it through. Gonna want to use this Dispel ASAP. Well, that blows. Don't like seeing this card. Alright, we'll play the bridge. We'll do this here. I'm not going to be able to counter anything, so I'm going to leave up Swarm Mana here. Bring this guy out. Bye-bye, Dispel. Jaredgel. Oh, you're making me go like that. That's pretty funny. Thank God these aren't artifacts. That would be brutal. It's already brutal. Our first commercial break is the, I forget that guy that shocks himself on all those YouTube videos, but it was some collage I put inside of this framework. Goblin Electromancer. I was cracking up. He's pretty popular. Every time I play it, everybody knows what it is, so. Electro Boom, is that the name? What is this? This is just Jund, right? All right. We got a cast down headed our way. What's going on? Toxin. Uh-oh, doing the thing. Yikes. Well, at least I can get the thing back. I mean, it's going to hurt his whole team, right? It's going to kill his Chrysalis. Well, let's do the storm here. And get a little birdie out of the deal. I'm going to gain a lot of life. Take care of our Chrysalis problem. Strange. Okay, let's do this. Wrenn resolve. I'll play this here. I feel like I have an opening here. I want to do something with this now. I know this doesn't really do anything without an Electromancer out, but it might find us an Electromancer. Let's go this in green. Okay. Sure, I'll play it. Let's do this again, huh? Cool. Can we play it until next turn? No, it can't. You liar. Fire this and you. Done. Zap. Attack. You've only got 22 turns left, fool. Ooh, maybe I do need a campfire. This thing does churn through the list. Yeah, is Iso in the house? He's always usually hiding out. played Blackburn on Pauper Classic Tuesdays. Went undefeated. That was a pretty cool outing. I've got enough green. Actually, I've got enough of this. I'll keep this up, the other bridge. Tanglepool showing up. We're not really losing anything in our yard. Yeah, it was so fitting for our 10-year anniversary show, and Grogberg's like the first player. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. All right, we'll play this to play it. I guess, do I want to just do this? You know, it's funny. I've only played this card a few times, and you're supposed to be able to recast the dragon after you play the Sorcery Omen, correct? Just seems like I can't do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll pretend like we've got counter magic. Let's just cast it. Caw! Big old flying fatty. How you like that? Reach, flying. We got nothing. I just looked for it the other time I cast it. It might be a bug or something, or I did it wrong, but it made me a little skittish, so I'm just going to cast that for defense against the familiar here. I think the removal package is to lean on Clarkhan Shaman with that toxin. We've already seen that go down. Hey-yo. Omen isn't an adventure. Oh, so it's either or? They tricked me. Thank you for that, Ricardo. Ricardo Diaz. You sound like a cool pirate. Sounds like the Dread Pirate Roberts or something. We'll let this through. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want an Electromancer to show up here. Cool. Perfect timing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's bring this out. Oop. And I think I'll attack into that, right? Sure. Attacko. Yeah, I totally. Whenever I see that, I just think it's an adventure, like no matter what. So, good to know. All right, this isn't doing any good in our hand unless we draw. You know what? We'll wait on them to declare, and then we'll do some stuff, like make 2 token creatures. Really like to get our Electromancer out there, be a lot more frugal with our mana. Wonder how long Ricardo's been hanging out, chilling out in the background, watching me make mistakes. All right, I'm gonna buy this back. I'm gonna go boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. Just make some tokens. Block with one of them. Given the amount of green we've got, I'm probably going to block with the sapling in case he trips this. Always wanted to build a deck with, what is it, the Dust Corona? I think that's the name of the card. I've always been looking at tricks with that. All right, we do not need that. But we do have a pump effect here. Yeah, you're right. Do I just do a setup turn and attack here? Let me attack with the flyers. Okay, and there we go. I'll do that. Gotcha. Here we go. Not a good deck for the clock, that's for sure. They're doing the thing. Wish we had Weather the Storm when turns like this happen. Got quite a few cards here. Don't know if our Mystic's going to live through this turn. Probably not. We'll be able to make quite a few tokens. Good news is they've got the ground covered. Bad news, the skies are a little vulnerable. We've been getting in there. Killed 2 familiars already. Don't know if they've got a probably some sort of blood package in this list, right? We'll buy this back. We don't have any counter magic, so I might as well use that now. Boop. Give me some critters, please. Yield to all. And then we'll do the thing with this. Hey, I didn't say... Ah, man. Meant to keep going there. I meant to make a few more birds. That was weird. Yield to all. I didn't say... That was frustrating. All right. I'll just go crazy. It's pretty obvious what we're doing here. Buying this back. Tapping these guys for this and this. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Can we buy this back again? Buy back? No, we can't. Right, that's just a few. Cancel. Next turn. Okay. There's a bluff. And we've got this dude hanging out. We could just kill it. That'd be putting us in a pretty good position, right? Yeah, let's attack, eh? Just gonna attack with this guy. Force the exchange here. Cool. Boom, boom. Pump it up. All right. Pump it up again. Pretty cool playing with dragons. Now this feels like magic, right? I don't know what the hell this thing is. SpongeBob Grecian. Smack. All right. Down go the 2 big fatties. We'll start doing stuff next turn. You know what? I'm going to get this out there. $11 lands out. Should be enough. I'll start saving them for pitching now. Okay, so that was my fault. All right, gotcha. Yeah, sapperling plan doesn't feel that great here, just because we're not making any birds with the ideas, and they're going to be able to kill it pretty quickly here. So I'm just going to do this 2 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, don't have enough. All right, off we go. All right, let's attack. Just kind of force him to use this Clark Cam before his little toxin analysis shows up, and he's able to do a lot more with it. Okay, so bye-bye to those guys. 3 a turn. Here we go. Really want to find a Mystic. Anything but lands. We just keep drawing lands here. How many Mystics are we down? 1, 2. 2 Mystics left. I immediately liked this list because it had all 4 Mystics, and I was like, oh, I like this list. Yeah, Refurbished Familiar would kind of... let's counter that. Say no to a whole lot of mana. He's got another one. Going to be a bit longer show today. It's the inevitability of the deck. Takes a while to get there. It's okay. My bladder's good, and the coffee is warm. All right, so it doesn't make too much sense to make these tokens and just eat up my clock here. Unless he starts attacking with a big old you-know-what. Could always play Spider Silk Armor. Woo, they've drawn more cards than we have. Crazy. There's the Blood Fountain. Figured there was 1 or 3 in there. Off you go. We really need to find the Mystic. Or some sort of Draw mechanics here. Come on now. Oh, wow. It got even bigger. Look at that. Now I can take out Electromancer. Darn it. Too bad I don't have access to Hydroblast. Probably a pretty good thing to bring in casting a fire here. We can do something in response or eat a blood fountain. Or there's our friend, the Mystic. We like this guy a lot. Now I'm going to do the thing. 4, 5. Buy it back. Making more birdies. Huzzah! Cool thing about these bird illusion tokens, you don't really mind losing them up to like a spaghetti monster, whatever that thing's called, rather than chrysalis. I want to see last strike at the end of combat. It does damage. Just a failed warrior. Ugh, I need to make some noise here. We'll do the thing to make another birdie. Boop. Pay 2. All right. Come back to my hand, sucker. This way, they do cast a Refurbished Familiar. We can actually cast the Sprout Swarm minus the buyback. Buyback's so powerful on the right lists. What is this new devilry? All right. Getting the Chrysalis back and a Familiar. Okay. I could do this in response. We're going to lose it anyway. Yeah, I guess we're going to just cast it. There we go. Let him draw a card. It's getting close. About 3 minutes behind. Pretty sure we're going to lose at least one game today on clock. I play this terribly slow. Ooh, that's a nice card to include. It's going to wipe the board anyway. I'm going to block. I can at least attack with these sapling tokens here. Force them to maybe kill Infiltrator? No, because I think if that goes on the stack the right way, it will mess things about. Oh, that's a frustrating thing to draw right now. All right, we'll just attack. Here we go. Coming on in for quite a bit of damage. Oh, maybe they've got another. Nope. All right. Gonna have to lose 2 things though. If he wants to block. Never mind that. Taking 4. Here we go. Fire ice. That'd be a funny way to win it, right? Faithless loot, throw out a land, find fire ice, poke him for 2 and hit the rest in the air. But here comes Chrysalis, I believe. Yep. So maybe we'll have to ice it instead and make this thing tap. Things are getting big. Somebody's going to win soon. I don't think I've ever said anything more obvious. Quite a few football games on all weekend. 2 today, 2 tomorrow, 3 tomorrow. My Niners are very, very injured. They're just like this, I don't know, just this cold that just won't go away. They should not have made even the playoffs, and somehow they've scraped it to almost tie for first. And their bracket's been a tad easier than in past years, but my gosh, it'd be like taking your favorite deck and taking the top 5 cards out and doing well in a tournament. That's kind of what they've done this year. But on paper, it doesn't look like they can win this game. It's crazy, but no better than a doubt. That's why they call us the Faithful. Woo! We'll get the human CPU Brock Purdy. Going crazy. We'll do this. Just gonna see what we draw. All right, let's go red, red. Sure, red, red. All right, we'll do this. Let's see what's up. Get rid of this and this. I'll draw here. Impulse. Ready. Impulse. Hey, Electromancer, cool. Well, let's bring him out. We'll use that for that. Boop. And then we'll just pay 1 red to do the thing. Bam. Drawing some cards. Yes. I guess we get an island. And we draw junk. So we'll pay 2 here. Flashback looting. Cool. We'll get rid of this. And I guess we got to get rid of this, right? We're at 6 here. This is cool. All right, let's we'll storm here. Let's gain a bunch of life. Yo. I think I'll chill on attacking here. Kind of want to. Haven't really seen any life spells here. It's not worth doing 2 to lose half our team, so. Somebody's making something right at the moment. Uh-oh, that's real bad for us. Note to self. Hydroblast might be needed. Makeshift munition's a hell of a card against us. I was just thinking of the red threat, you know, just RDW and everything. It's just like, you know what? We've already got Weather the Storm. That's not overboard. Can't do nothing here. Take Nim's advice. See if my fingers will crack. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. We've got this really cool hard-boiled egg cooker, and it has this little steam vent on the top. And with my still injured finger, it feels so good to put it just outside of the way of pain with the steam, and then it all of a sudden my hand, I can do all movements. It's just amazing what little pinpointed heat will do, you know. Hand feels brand new. I'm like, because these cold mornings when I go for my walks, I'm just like, oh my God, this is some serious damage. Yeah, that's a good call. Mass Vandal. Thank you for that, Dreamastango. Except that we just don't have, what's the requirement on that? You have to get rid of a creature. We're just dead here. That's 20. I don't think this guy is worth 10. Oh, actually, that's kind of our only way out, though. If we did now, we've got to. Yeah, we don't have that many creatures, so I'm gonna scratch that. I've only got really 9 creatures. Not too many. Not so fast, Potter. Here we go. And nothing. My goodness. All right, we'll lose this one. Begin sideboarding. Cast in the Fire, kind of liked. I don't know if Guttersnipe's going to be able to get there. I really like this guy. Yeah, the Oath might be a better call. Feeling a bit lost here. Let me lose this. It's not really all that many spells. Let me do this and this. I think I'm going to be in the Cast in a Fire business. Do I want to bring in Crypt? 2 of these and maybe 1 Crypt. Just going to see what we can see. Off we go. Ooh. Yeah, so Tuesday night is the big pickleball night for me. I move up to men's doubles advanced 4.0 killers. I'm just there. Like, I'm not. Gotta remember to mix an odd way of confidence / resets and all kinds of. I won't get too much into it. Here we go. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. We'll keep this. Seen better, seen worse. Lead off with the bridge and steal a gnome's purse. Let's go. Sharp area. We both lead off with the bridge. Very cool. We'll do the thing here. And might as well play it. There we go. Hopefully Manamorphose will get us the Electromancer. It'll probably die real quick. It's nice to get that out quick because then we can just impulse for one. Yeah, I just got, I was playing yesterday with all the advanced folks, and there's a really big name in pickleball coming to the place here in town, and they need like kind of an associate to help out. And so I'm sure it's not going to pay great, but I will be around pickleball. So I'll tell you guys, it's a really cool secret. The guy that made the propaganda song Animaltronics, he had some really good advice from a family friend a while back, and they said it comes down to, you know, just career advice and such, but it was about getting paid twice. You might be like, what are you talking about? But it was, you know, you get a paycheck, whatever. If you get a paycheck and you like your job, that's kind of getting paid twice. You get a paycheck, you like your job, and maybe they provide food, you're getting paid 3 times. If you're surrounded by the thing you like, if you're learning, you know, there's all these ways to incorporate it. So I always thought that was a neat way of looking at it. All right, we'll drop this. I think you know what? No, I'm going to do this. In case this thing dies, we can impulse all the more turn ahead here. So as an example, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm getting paid, but I'll be around pickleball and learning. So it's like one of those jobs where if you look real closely, I'm getting paid 3 times. So it's kind of a neat outlook. Is our Electromancer dead? Probably, folks. Or like, you know, if you have it like with the warehouse job, you know, I was walking a lot, so it's like a free workout. So, you know, if you makes you stay really positive too and see kind of the good points of everything. All right, we really need blue here. This is can't do that. I'm gonna just whiff on this since we've got access to this. I'm just gonna go here, and I'm gonna fire this thing. I'm always surprised when I play this list, how often, done, and we'll pay 1 for it, how often Fire and Ice just is like a really good card. Just shows up and you're like, yeah, look at this. All right, we're going to be losing our cards. I was even thinking of playing Disrupt so that I could counter my own spell and draw a card, pay the 1. You know, for scenarios like that, when you just have a counter spell, just in, what would that be called, in the ether? 8 minutes left. We got to win twice. We're not going to win this game. Here we go. Just got to get that Mystic out. We'll at least be able to fire something thanks to the Electromancer. Yeah, I think it's one of those cards. It's right on the fringe of, like, you know, being a really good choice, but it's just the zeitgeist of the format. You know, nobody remembers it. I'm sure somebody will come up with something and it'll be like, oh my God, all of a sudden they're $5 each or something like that. We all could see a world like that, right? Okay, we like this. What shall we get rid of, though? Not now. We'll get our stuff right here. Ugh. Bring this out naked. Cast this. Attack. Feeling very vulnerable. For some reason I thought I was able to bring that out with I could have at least done something. Spell Persuasion, but oh well. Yeah, the ice side's pretty nice early game. That and the Casting of Fire. If we get the right draw, I might be able to keep him at bay for a lot longer than is normal. Ugh. I think I'll get rid of... I don't want that to keep coming back. I think I'll get rid of Fire Ice here. I can cast in a fire and just get rid of that thing so the Blood Fountain doesn't come up and I can leave my Crypt open. That's the theory. Kobold Hero making his moves. All right. We could also cast in a fire that. Might get more out of it. Medical offering showing up. Okay. If we get to a game 3, I might bring in Sniper Goblin won't do anything here. All right, well, I guess I'm just going to have to risk killing both of these guys with the fire, casting a fire's other ability, and then using the Crypt. I think that's the move. Let's do this, see if we get any new abilities. Let's do the thing. All right, let's cast this here. 1 damage to each. 1 and 1. Is he gonna do the thing? Nope. All right. Let's cast this with buyback. 1, 2, and 3. Pay for this. Oh, comes into our hand, which is pretty cool. And can we do the other one? Let's see, till the end of my next turn. Let's do it now. We'll do this with buyback. 1, 2, 3. And now we get 2 cards on our hand. Woo, look at that little trick. Cost us an attack, but whatever. Just lean on this Tormod script doing the work. Pretty mean little board, unless you've got a board wiper. We've already seen one Arcane Shaman. Shall we see another? No. We've seen a bubbling muck. All right. While you're at it, since you're sitting in front of your computers, if you haven't liked and subscribed to YouTube channel or Twitch, please take a minute to do so. Been at this for a whole long time. Booyah! Bye-bye, team. That's frustrating. Had our 10-year anniversary recently. Good times. I'll let some people know. It is just me after all. Alrighty, down they go. He's going to lose 3 more artifacts? This is crazy. There it is. Drastic times. Drastic measures. Boom. Bringing mutagenic growth. Haha! Goodbye, old friend. If only there wasn't a clock. So much clicking and unclicking and reacting and EOTing. Pauper Gandhi. I like it. Here we go. Whoa, that's a heavy draw. I wish I had my Electromancer out. Let's go red here. Friends resolve. Give us a land here. All right, cool. We'll do that, and we'll impulse again. Why not? And just draw 8 cards. There we are. We're back in the thick of it. Let's go. We got the bouncing exile zone. It always does this. Down comes the Wellspring. We've only got 5 minutes to win twice. They've got us, but we're going to play it out. I woke up in a strangely patient mode today. That's why we're playing a slower deck. It's been a spell. This one always gets a lot of views on YouTube, though. I think people are like, it's a what? All right, we'll lose the Swarm, which might make our opponent really curious. Don't have another, please. Infiltrator. Just trying to win this round. Don't think I'm fast enough to play through a whole nother round with this list. Okay, this will keep us in the game here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll play this little dude. Odds of hitting a land are pretty great. We've already got quite a few basics. Let me look at my sideboard. I know that's just eating up more time. Or not my sideboard, the deck list. I've got 5. This is interesting. End of this turn. All right, that sells it. We'll just do this and this. Hopefully we get a basic. We do not. Can we play this? No. All right. Really wanted that to work out. Not in the cards. Yowza. Taking out our Birdman? Man, that's just mean. Come on now. Mine's down. Gutaxian. No, it's not Gutaxian. It's just Gixian. Huh, I would have lost that bet. Remember Gutaxian Probe? Not old timers, maybe middle timers. Like, put it in every list. Things are getting scary. From the pile of random, here we go. We'll get rid of a quality creature. Deck's fighting us a little bit. All right, we've already got that. Let's do this to here. Get a mountain, I guess. Yep. There we go. Electromancer. Cool. Can we play it? All right. Do this for Electromancer. Is their storm going to go off more than mine? Maybe. Two count. I take 6. I'm going to risk it. We can buy back the Sprout Swarm and block the Infiltrator. Things are getting big and scary. The rest. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cast this without buyback. Yep. Gain some life. Show them our beautiful forest. If you're new to the show, I use this forest because it's exactly what it looked like on my walk to school when I was in grade school. First grade through about 5th grade, there was a trail exactly like that. Creeps me out. It's not that way anymore. Last time I went, it was different. I mean, play Magic as long as I have every art choice has a big story along with it. Gixian. Oh, look at that. Dreamer Stango with the historic knowledge showing up. Off we go, off we go. Looks like we're dying. This looks huge. Is this some fireball effect? I already know we don't have counter magic. Is this the Hydra? Geeksopedia. You're giving me commercial ideas now, Chimpskey. Yep. It's a big old Hydra. Looks like we're dead. Reach and trample. There goes our minuscule blocks. We'll take half our life. Go like this, and I'm pretty sure we're dead here, everybody. Hey. Just over that. Let's just see what we draw here. Flush out. Discard a card, sure. Give us something. Let's do some stuff. Come on now. Let's go. Yes. Simplify. Card. Go. No. Draw. We're acting like we have options. We do not. We'll do this. We can't survive that. We're dead. And concede. Boop. Alrighty. Started strong. Beat allies. Fractal, who knows, we had a quitter. But speaking of Electromancers, I'm going to be back right after these messages I got to go use the restroom and get some coffee. I'll be right back. I believe it's here.
If I measure the voltage at the output, Old microwave oven can last much longer than a brush. The power would be 400 times less wasted on wires. I have the CD power line. Both of them are exactly at 120 volt AC. Capacitor across the power supply can generate 20 volts 150. Measuring the AC voltages at the input. Now we'll have high voltage. Obviously there's a wrong connection. To kickstart the arc. Measure the current too. It's not making a good contact. We can safely plug them in. Let's turn it on. What did I do? Go. And now I will turn the power bar on. Jesus, I think this is turning much harder now.
Why don't you plug it here?
There we go. You saw what happened. Let's charge the car battery with these. Now I have to wait till... Let's measure and see where we are. I'm measuring the capacitor voltage and it's around... which plugs to my cell phone and I can play any tone from it, like this. Carefully, they have to cut that tiny bridge. Okay, let's try it out. There's nothing. Is there actually a voltage? Let me measure it for you. You'll see the giant flash capacitor back here.
This weekend only, don't miss the 14th annual Pauper County Fair, featuring Mud Button's famous chili cook-off, avant-garde justices, free legal advice, Moments Peace meditation seminar, and much more. Then rock the night away with the hottest bands, including Ancient Grunge, Tamir Battle Ragers, The Shredding Winds, Martyrs of Ash, The Distant Melodies, Architects of Will, The Blasted Herbs, and many more. Arrive before noon, get a free Merit Lager at the Guild Gate. Tickets on sale now. Kobolds and kids under 10 are free. The 14th annual Pauper County Fair.
All proceeds to benefit the Spellstutter Speech Centers.
And we're back. I'm going to keep this here. Hopefully it's not a removal list, but watch, we're going to see a Swamper mount and just boop, because we got early Electromancers. Maybe we'll eat up all the removal and leave our Mystic alone. Who knows? I agree with you, Zamakure. That guy is lucky to be alive. My father was an electrician for a little while. One of the only, legit jobs he had. Lit our house on fire once. Bad wiring. Just see this dark line going up the sheetrock, getting darker and darker. Started smoking. Okay, I don't know why this guy's taking so long. Maybe they're writing a note to chat. Are you there? Ready? All right. Make sure I'm still here. Okay, sometimes I have my hotkeys set up. All right. Well, that's any indication. We'll win on time. Forest. All right. No reason not to lead off with the bridge. Silverbluff. Anyway. Ooh, that's pretty. Looks like the Golden Gate out here in California. There's one majestic bridge. This hand keeps getting better and better. I do think I'm going to lean on Electromancer first, just so we get ultra value from everything. Multiple Electromancers aren't that great unless you've got your Saprolings online. Some big green creation. Oh, it's elves. All right. Don't think we bode well in this matchup. But the only good news is stuff will live. Bring out the Electromancer. Yep, here we are. Okay. I have a lot of blockers with Mystics here. Really cool to get double Mystics. We're going to need them too because Timberwatch Elf is out early. You're kidding me. They're Hellbent? Oh, that's good news. Fire Ice would be really nice here. Come on, Fire Ice. Nope. I might be able to just luck into a... We're going to need... We do need green. We'll say yes. Just in case I'll get a mountain out of the deal. All right. We'll play this here. Ah. Darn. All right. I don't plan on blocking. I'll attack. Got another one behind it. Heck with it. Yeah, don't find a winding way right off the top. That would be ridiculous. We've got our cannonades and such in the sideboard here. Hopefully they just drew a land. Elves can really explode. My son plays elves beautifully. He's been getting a lot of 4-1s in the leagues. Just in the afternoons he'll play a league, 4-1 it. He smashes other elf lists. He's kind of a hybrid design. Doesn't like a lot of the choices people make. All right. Here we go. I feel like I keep wanting to just get things going right here. We're just going to cast our lady here. I keep calling it a lady. I don't think this is a lady. I think this is... Chromosomes are a bit different on this cat. All right. We'll start doing stuff next turn. I almost promise. They're playing elves. We're playing birdies. Let's see who wins. Orchid Strider. Bring that up in the chat. Would you mind, Stab? Please, pretty please. We have neutered Timberwatch. Aha. Very cool. All right. Let's impulse here for a birdie. Yeah. Really want to hit a land here. I'm going to loot. Not really going to need a Dispel in this matchup, so that's one card we'll be getting rid of. Let's get our air creatures online. Discard 2 cards. Dispel. And maybe the other Electromancer. Yeah, we'll just do that. Off we go. We can stop a huge spell from happening. Oh, what am I doing? I should have played something from up there. That was silly. Totally forgot I did that. Pretty new to this list. I don't play it all that often, so be making some mistakes. I don't like this for the longevity factor. I don't really want him to draw cards. Let's counter this. I know they're going to get more cards that'll probably hurt us, but we do get birdies. They don't have any reacher creatures, and we're putting out so many creatures. I don't want this to turn into a 13-minute way to win here. Multiple mystics. So cool. Oh, that was kind of dumb. I could have at least weathered the storm there. Don't think it was worth it. I'll wait till we're a big payoff, especially against elves. Okay. Here we go. Drawing 2 cards, I'd imagine. We're drawing a card. Cool. Upkeep here. Let's just stay honest here. I'm going to bring out our birdie man. Mystic here. Bam. Now this is where it gets really fun. So we cast Manamorphose for 1, and it gives us 2. That's like cheating, right? Get 2 birdies out of the deal. Let's go. We've got that already. Let's go red. I'll say red-green just to play it really safe. Never know what we're going to get. Alrighty. We end up getting that. We'll do this here. Load up this, getting some more birdies. Really only need 1 Electromancer. Yes, I want to use the ability. And I guess we'll get a forest out of the deal. Sure. And we'll play that, right? Let's weather. Just for the bird count mostly. Birdstorm. Woo! Listen to the robot suggesting our channel. And we shall attack. Oh yeah. Nothing has reach. I will breach the elf kingdom. Once our token generator shows up, in the form of our saplings, that other Electromancer might be worth playing. Until then, I think I'm just going to leave him back. I've got quite an air patrol here. See why I wanted to counter the Essence Warden. 2 steps forward, none back. All right, what are we losing here? Getting rid of all Pool Bridge. There is only one of those. How do they know that? Bird Force 1. 6. Is this a Hydra? Looks like it. I've had such fast streams lately. It's going out. My wife's like, "Oh, good show," and I'm like, "Oh, no, just halfway through it." A lot slower deck today. Losing a lot. Okay, that has reach. I don't care. Hey, Fire and Ice might be cool. We'll just tap it, right? Can't really get around Timberwatch here. Reach and trample. We got Weather the Storm. I'm not too worried here. Famous last words. Just let it through. Could block and kill it. Timberwatch will take out our whole team, so nothing to sneeze at. Here we go. All right. Hey, that's a big ol' something or other. Flying's a pretty good idea here, but I'm just going to flush out here. We're going to go like this. Oh, yeah, it only costs 1. Discard a card. Sure, we'll get rid of that. I'm trying these ones. All right. Let's do this here. Make some more birdies. No response. We'll go red-green. Red-green. Cool, cool. Yeah, let me do that. Do this for more birds. Okay, discard 2 cards. Dispel, and this guy can go bye-bye. All right, while I've got the mana, actually no, let me do this here. Wrenn's Resolve for red. Bam, more birds. Let's see what we got here. Hey, check that out. All right, well, I'll cast this. Calling green. No response. Green, red, or just green? Let's go green, green. Maybe this will get a concession. Green, green. We'll cast Weather the Storm for 1. Get a bunch of birds. Doing the thing. Here we go. Zoinks. Don't want to play this on the tabletop. Boom, boom, boom. We'll show elves what life's all about. Surprised they haven't conceded yet. Maybe they have a trick in their hand. They've only got 1 card. Hope you like this little Birdstorm list, courtesy of the player Mr. Spicy, if I remember his name right, from long ago. It's changed quite a bit, but not that much. Hey, all right. We win the first game. All right, we're going to bring in Breath Weapon and Guttersnipe. I like this. I'm not about these. Really considering casting a fire for early removal. I think I'm going to try to fit those in. This guy can go. He can lose a looting. I'd really like to get at least 2 of these in here. Let's make it 3. I really want to see those. I don't want them. Lose 1 Sprout Swarm, so we're not the aggro here. 1 Impulse. Let's go. Pangolin Wrangler. It's a beautiful series before their concession. Yeah, it's a fun list. It's because of Weather the Storm, it has a lot of staying power, so it can set up and get pretty gross pretty fast. Hopefully we get a Guttersnipe action going on here. All right, very honest hand. Got a wildfire. We don't have any things to hit it with, but we'll keep this. Yeah, probably. That's the old what did we learn, Dreamer Stango. I'll probably lose the dragon. Although it is kind of neat with all the 2/1 flyers, you know, and the Refurbished Familiar being like the most popular card, if you can support it. It's pretty nice to have a 3/3 body against everything from ninjas to those. So it's relevant. This deck definitely generates enough mana to warrant it, right? Now I'm worried. I kept a 6-hander. I think we caught them. I think they went down to 4 and were hellbent for early on, which is right where you want your elf player to be if you're not on elves. Queer and Ranger. Got a nice poker night tonight with a lot of friends. That should be a good day for gaming. All right. We don't really have much going on in the way of this. You know what? I'm going to loot right now. Let's see what we've got. All right. We don't really need 2 wildfires. I want to play Reckless Impulse next turn. I'm going to lose both wildfires. It's fighting us right now. Just going to do that. Found our breath weapon nice and early. Yeah, that'll be fine. Kill the elf and then wildfire their land. They're playing like, hey, talk about an old school elf card. There's another one that used to see always have 4 of in every list, and now it's like gone. We've only got 1 more wildfire. I think I cut 1 of them. Did I? Nope. All right, so we have 2 more. Come on, list. This isn't, you're not playing nice here. Let's go. I like that we drew one of the breath weapons here so we can do the thing here. Played a land yet? No. All right, well, it's nice that we have it. Casting a fire will be pretty nice here. And encourage them to put out more elves. We might just be able to breath weapon instead. Or both. The Jumping Exile Zone. Watch it jump, folks. The turn of my wrist. The cards in front of you will change without me touching them. There's another elf. This used to be a rare. Pretty cool. Come on, overextend. Let's go. Boom, boom. Maybe I slow roll this. They didn't attack. Strange. Okay. Play the land for the turn here. Huh. Well, we've got it right now. I don't really want to spoil the party here, so I'm just going to do this here. We'll do this. Say you, and we'll just play honest magic, you know? Here we go. So you collaborate a bit more. This could be a big problem unless our tokens show up in our mana too. That's a big problem. Elves is filled with big problems. Then they get bigger with the Timberwatch behind them. Bloop. All right, that's not so bad. Wipe them out, folks. All right, I'm just going to get our ladies up. Here I go, calling it a lady again. They got a flame slash, maybe? Trick me into blocking. More of the same. Let's get rid of this, and as we get more information from our opponents. Double Timberwatch. Okay, breath weapon. I hear you. That priest comes out. There's the priest. Gotcha. 5's no joke. Okay. Go here, 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 and here. Just paying our dues. We'll do stuff next turn, I promise. I'm not gonna block. There's no Quarian Ranger out. Let's go. 1 damage. Woo! All right. Ultimate breath weapon, unless they have an answer. They might be running Hydroblast with these. Yep. Hydra's always a thing. That would really suck. I think they're just doing a setup turn here where they're going to get out both Timberwatch. At least I hope that's what they do. Play right into my hands, my pretty. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Then I'll have blockers for this all day. Bam. There it is. Oh, going to get 3 of them, huh? They're hellbent. I like this. But it does take about half our life, though. Make sure to breath weapon first. You know, it's a little clash, but you gotta do what keeps you in the games, right? 1, 2, 3. Breath weapon. My birdies come alive and they're like, hey, wait. What happened? I guess we'll play this. I could play this. I'm going to have to block one of those. If it gets a Hydra out, I'm going to Impulse here. I'm going to hold off on let me Impulse. We've got a little birdie blocker. Hey, we got a tapper for next turn. All right, we'll do this. And any sort of shenanigan creatures we don't care about, we can always tap them or kill them. So that's pretty good. Fire Ice pretty good in this matchup. We are at 6. They got any sort of trick or trample mechanics. We're really screwed here. Even a very small Nyxborn Hydra off the top will lose us the game. That's a really good call there, Dreamer Stingo. Option to draw a card is always pretty awesome. I'd rather just have Snap, given the dual nature of being able to do a lot of stuff on a turn sort of style of this list. All right, let's Wrenn's Resolve. Making birdies. All right. Yeah, I guess we do this. Wrenn's Resolve again. Making more birds. Birdie. We've got that going on. All right. Well, I'll just cast it from here then. Whatever's. Bloop. Birdie man. The bird mystic has approached the alleyway. It's always raining out. Getting our life under control. We'll be losing the Fire Ice ability, but that's all right. Attack! Yeah! Yeah, I'm liking Fire Ice in this list. 2 seems about right. Oh, Hail Mary card. So what I was messing about with was Muddle the Mixture. There's so many good things we're looking for, whether it's Stay Alive with Weather the Storm or whatnot. So I've been dabbling with adding Muddle the Mixture. All right. Hey, look at that. We beat a real deck. And a WW too. Here, Muddle the Mixture. So if we look at our 2 counts, I mean, I had to split them up. There's so many of them, right? So you can find a Ice every once in a while, draw, Cleansing Fire, but most likely your Sprout Swarm or your Weather the Storm win condition. I messed around with 1, 2 combinations. I still think it might be a better call, but I don't know. Anyway, off to the last round, everybody. I am feeling good. Hope you are too. Here comes round number 5. We're 2-2 with Birdstorm. Oh, what's the movie tonight, Chimpskey? He's like, the movie's called Muddle the Mixture. We have Electromancy. We have a Reckless Impulse. I like this. We don't have a Wildfire, nor do we have the fuel for it, so I'll keep this. And we'll lead off with Dispel, just in case maybe they're doing some awesome thing. Okay, I have no idea what that is, but good to know that there's good cinema to be had. Black Artifact across from us. All right, what's the over-under on the Goblin Electromancer living a turn? Let's see what we can see. Electromancer. You know, when you see somebody drop something like this, you're like, everything in my bones tells me kill that because there's some nasty combination coming up. I was like, God, somebody's playing Disfigure? What is this, 2008? All right, there's the enemy colors. Hey, the over-under has been achieved. These guys are not long for this world. All right. Hey, another basic. Well, I would like that normally, but not with this hand. I'm gonna wait on that. Let's impulse here. Let me impulse. See if we get a land of the exact persuasion. Boop. There we go. Cool. Play that out. Hey, good on you, Chimpskey. Thanks for joining us. As always. If we get out to the Netherlands, I'm going to have to check out this theater. Black Mage's Rot, all right. Job's done. Blast. Murmuring Mystics will be safe. Alrighty. Let's do this here now. Actually, let me play this. Now I'll do this. This way I've got Dispel backup. Alright, I'll play this because I have to. For 1. And it'll give us 2. We'll say green-red. Cool. All right, that'll only cost us 1. Then I can counter part of it, maybe. I think that might be a good call. So let's play this. See, no response. Now I'll play this on one of these because we don't really need that much life. Yield to all. Yep, fine. And pass the turn. Okay. Establishing I don't want to lose my goblin. Let's draw some cards. Fill up my hand, please. I think 2 Arcane Denials feels really good in this list. You don't really want to see them too early. Yes. And for all the abilities. Bloop. We've got a hand. Wow, there's a lot of mystics. Let's hope they live. We've got Dispel back up if we get another basic here. Not sure what I'm going to play on Monday night's little event here in Los Angeles. I just won the PCT with Black Burn, so that'd be a little too obvious, but maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Lightning. No response. I'm going to go heavy. I'm just going to... We're going to draw more lands. I'll get rid of those so it's not such a beating. I agree with you, Dreamer Stingo. That is really clunky. Yeah, some Millstone lists run it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, dang it. Yeah, let's get our mana right, darn it. I'll do this on here. So we'll go with green. Yes, I want to have Dispel back up for things like this. All right, cool. This works pretty good. All right, all right, all right. Boy, this is an accelerating turn, isn't it? Bam. I'll go get an island here. Yes. This is when the deck just screams. I love when it does this stuff. Could play it. I'm not gonna. We're just gonna go like this. Boop, 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 boop. counter that. No soup for you. Makeshift munitions. That was a fun commercial. If y'all seen it, that's my buddy John Melvin, one of the main foresters in California. Did a lot of theater with him back in the day, so I knew he could hit it out of the park. Didn't even have to pitch shift or modulate his voice. Good stuff. Ooh, I like this more every minute here. Let's bring out this guy. This guy. We'll blow this up. Could maybe focus on their lands, but whatever. Okay, we've already demonstrated we've got a lot of removal. We don't, but we've shown that we do. Huh? Let's see. I want to be more blue-based or red-based. Let's see, we go blue. All right, all right. Yeah, sure. I'll bring out another dude. I'll attack this time. Haven't seen many creatures if he wants to block with it. It's all good. We got another one. We're close to blowing up here, especially if we can get double Mystic down. Man, if we get the Convoke spell, it's going to be gross. Get him for some serious damage. Yo. Been sitting a little too long. Not used to it. All right, I get that one. A little too early for munitions to be super effective. Well, you know, one Gal Blast and a trip of it. Bye-bye Mystic, right? Uh-oh, is this the plan? Is that going to us? I hope it's to us. Oh, it's the Electromancer. Interesting. All right. I really have this card wrong. It's a very good card, but I just really thought it was going to blow open black. Everything about it, I just always reread it, and I'm like, yeah, that's a really good card. And then just like, it doesn't seem to get there. Boy, this is a slog on the resources, isn't it? Cool. Well, we weren't winning the resources battle, that's for sure. Let's do a bunch of stuff. Here we go. Even if we draw land here, it's good. We can just loot it away after we get another lady out. Calling him a lady again. Should I just go all in with this style here? I'm going to do it. We're just going to go like, what are you going to do? Triple Mystic. Raw. Take that. If I get to untap and we still have 3 Mystics on board, this is pretty much dead dog. This is a cast down. Lost a lot of resources picking off my little Electromancers. Dang it. There goes one of our Men of the Storm. I identify with that card a lot. I wish it was always cold enough to warrant wearing this outfit. I love hoods. Where'd my chat go? Chat. Where are you at? Anything in the yard? Losing some stuff. Let's do this. Bloop. Make some birds. All right. Guess we'll get rid of this and this. I'll do it again. 3. Bluff away. Where's the good stuff? Discard 2 cards. Do that. We'll go from here. Do a Wrenn's Resolve. Make some more birds. Birdie. What are we going to get? Oh, a whole lot of stuff. Woo, look at this. Look at this. We have to pay for it, though. That kind of blows. We'll try it out. We'll do this. Fire for you, sir. And you. Done. Zap. So you want to sacrifice it to kill a little birdie? But to fill up the spot. Splat. Oh. Have they resigned to failure? All right. Boop. There we go. A W. against another real deck. What would you guys call that? I forgot. Bird watching. Would help if I wrote down what we were just playing against. It's a lot of artifacts. We'll bring this in. I like that. Cut one of these. Where's that big dragon guy? Cut one of these. Cut one of these. Maybe one weather. It's usually a bad idea. All right. Do I want to bring in Guttersnipe? Let's just bring in one. Let's go. All right, we'll keep this. I got artifact removal turn 1, or turn 2. Keep. All right, I found a high resolution image of Murmuring Mystic. You think it's a woman? Interesting. Hey, where's the artifacts at? Come on now. Maybe they got a spell for my little bridge here. Maybe they're on casting a fire. That would suck. The Troll of Khazad-dûm. We'll call it the Androgynous Walker. Ichor Wellspring. They'll be doing some stuff. Maybe I cast in a fire that. Yeah, something tells me to do that. Exile the artifact. I don't want them accelerating. It's the reason you can keep a hand with 2 lands in a deck like that if you've got fuel for it. So hopefully they've got a sack outlet. I wouldn't have done that if I only had 1 cast in a fire, but I've got 2, so just looking for tempo plays here. All right, no artifacts for our opponents so far. All right, we've got some options here. I don't really need that yet. I think I'm just going to say bridge pass. Kind of an awkward play, but got Dispel and I've got cast here. Let's see what we can do. I feel like I want to get my mana right. All right. Well, I was wrong. Should have done stuff. There we go. Let's play. Let's play one of these. Reckless Impulse. All right. We'll play the bridge. We've got a nice lady waiting for us in exile. The Murmuring Mystic. A lot of good things about these last like 10 years in Magic when you do look for high-res images, or you can go to the artist website and find them. It's really nice. Some of the old ones, it's like, it's better to just take the card out, take a picture with a really good camera, and just, that's what you get. More of a rootin' tootin' cowpoke. Okay. I love my chat. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Bing. Hope they let this hit. That's not what I wanted to see. At least we get a creature if it comes out the other way, but we'll try to make it survive. Come on, live. Be there in a turn, please. Well, just in case. Did I remember? I did. It's tough because of the, what do you call the Cleansing Wildfire and stuff like that. It's always good to get in the habit of just clicking on your lands and making sure you didn't miss one, even though you see a bunch out. It lives! Unbelievable. Very cool. All right, let's do this. We'll cast another Wrenn's Resolve. Probably shouldn't have played the land there. Let Wrenn's Resolve reveal one instead, but I'm getting antsy. Yeah, let's do the thing. I played the land? All right, we'll go like this. We'll drop this just to get some more creatures out. Let's go. All right, that's cool. We'll get rid of the bridge and a mountain. Already done that, right? Got 2 out. Let's attack. Representing counter magic, we have nothing. Oh man, well, that really blows, huh? I'm gonna weather the storm just to get another bird. This feels like a tempo play here. I'm gonna get 6 life out of the deal. It's like a Rakdos. Still haven't written down what we're playing against. As my pen runs out. Ah! Alright, we lose 1 looting. Not that big of a deal. Wrenn's Resolve. Let's do it. Love these cards. Woo! Alright, we'll play your bridge. I see ya. Do the thing. Yeah. Let's go like this with red. We'll cast this. Sure. Going like this. Say red, green. Green, red. Hey, there's the Mystic. Have I played the land yet? Dang it. Alright. I think we'll save her for next turn. Yeah. Let's just do this. Fire. You. Done. Crunch. I'll attack. I don't think that's a big enough storm count. I say we wait. We're at 24. What is our opponent doing? Just on all removal. Not worth bird tokens. 3 turns, nothing to sneeze at. Alright. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bring out this. And rhymes galore. Alrighty. 2 target creatures. Let's attack. Get any more lands, I'll start looting them away. We're doing a blue lightning bolt every turn. That's pretty cool. Looks like we're going to end up going 3-2. Unless they're sleeping on some awesome removal spell. That blows. We'll get rid of this. There's 1 spell. Alright. Yeah. Now we'll do something about that. We'll make some more birdies. We'll cast this. Exile the artifact. Cast it. Pow. This might instigate more of a storm exchange here, so I can weather the storm for even more. Such a sneaky little card. Weather the storm. More birds. They might have some sort of a electricity effect right behind this, but get us in healthy land ratios here. If we draw land, we still have another looting in the yard. Now they're on a 2-turn clock. About. Ah, our birds live. Cute little guys, aren't they? Oh, if this was a fire ice, we got the game, don't we? Attack. For tempo's sake, I think I want to loot that away. No one's ever called me impatient. Let's go. Don't like this. Don't like this. We'll bring this out, please. I've used so many resources to get rid of these, so let's go. Hey. It's another one. They're like, good grief. Is he playing all 4? Answer, yes. Good times. Just got him dead on board. D.O.B. Is that a phrase? Is that a tattoo? Is that what the kids are saying these days? Let's go. Bye-bye, birdie. Get him to 1. Smack. Boy, they're persistent, huh? They must have some sort of wipe spell. But at 1 life, I think I'm really fearing is a Crypt rat. They can't do that. If they had 2 life, they could do it. With a toxic suchity such. But to write the W, that doesn't help. Our stuff flies. But if you can give it life gain, the toxin analysis. 1 card left. Got it. One card left. They got a Galblast. Even so, kind of appreciate them letting me play this out. Attacking. Yeah. Well, last time we played this, we went 5-0. Today, not so good. Went 3-2. There's definitely some changes I'd like to discuss as we do the thing. Let me make sure I got my audio right here. That time of the show. Well, I learned that I do like our spell base of 2 and 2. I think that's right. What I don't like is that dragon. I want to get rid of one of these. I do believe if we went with Muddle, M-U-D-D-L-E, making sure I'm still on camera. Come on, let's go. This is going to let us look for a lot of stuff. Let me sort by mana value. That's why I don't do this, because it doesn't fit on the page. So we're able to fetch every single thing in here. And I think that's a relevant switch. Got 3 looting. So that's what I would have, in retrospect, what did we learn to answer the question? That darn dragon doesn't go on an adventure, and it fooled me because of the artwork. So I forget who pointed that out, but thank you very much, because, how long have I been playing this? And I didn't know that. It looks exactly like that. It's like drawing. Back in the day, the wizards used to get in trouble because they would draw wings on things that didn't have flying, and people, especially with language barriers and stuff, if you only had access to like American cards or English cards, you would think obviously it has flying. Look, there's wings on it, right? But yeah, the Troublemaker Ophi's interesting addition. It's just that we don't really have all that much green, but there's plenty of ways to get it, so it's kind of a weak argument for me. I think we could probably do that. Maybe just 1 oaf. It's just I think that starts with that. Did I get it right? Troublemaker Ophi. Let me double check the card here. I like this part of the show where we just do this. This bargain. Yeah, that fits right in for those. I don't know if it's worth it or not, but it's just good to put it there because, I'm going to look at this list in like 9 more months and be like, why did I put, oh, okay, I get it, that sort of thing. That's why I like to do this at the end of the show. I leave it there. I take away the underscores so that it doesn't show up at the top of the list. And then, I don't know, 12 months from now, I dust it off and I'm like, maybe enchantments are a big thing. So anyway, yeah, Frozen Shade was one of the biggest culprits back in the day. But all right, everybody, well, comes to that part of the show. I'm going to say goodbye until next week. I'm going to go out with a little fortune cookie action. Until next week, everybody, have a good one. And if you got any editing work, send it to pauper@gmail.com. Love y'all. Adios.